Mm, 1 2 1 2 1 2 testing the 1 2. 1 2 1 2 1 2 testing. One, two. Hi, how are you? How's everybody doing? Hi, hi, hi. How are you guys? Good afternoon, everybody. Boom. Mm, I'm doing fine. Thank you. To buy a Lee. Lately, signals ain't working, man. What do you mean? I mean, we just lost two trades: the Aussie US dollar and the Dow. I mean, stop being so fucking results oriented, mate. Um, you know, why would you care about the results or the outcome of one single trade or two trades? That's not how this game works. I mean, this is a long-term game, right? You have to be focused on trading the correct setups, and both setups that I traded were, um, you know, profitable long-term. Why? Because the data tells me that they're profitable long-term. Because I've done the work. I know that. So stop being results oriented. Funny world, no signals are good. You're more than welcome to cancel your subscription if you are not happy with the latest two signals. You know, I'm doing fine, thank you. Your most trade hit stop loss. Your analysis is not working. Another one. um, yeah, I know that thou hit stop loss right now. I updated the VIP group, mate. I updated the VIP group. I mean, listen, guys, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. If you are mad about the latest two trades or my latest two VIP trades hitting stop loss, right? There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. Why? Yeah, because I mean, in this game, you're never going to make win every single one of your trades, right? And I've been on such a tear. I mean, the last couple of months, I've been just printing money out of the market. And now you guys are mad because my last two trades have hit stop loss. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you? I would have traded those setups every single time because they print money long term. And I know that because I have done the research. I mean, if you're not happy with that, you should go study your own setups and make your own trading decisions. I've lost half of my new deposit, but it's okay. I learned to not to rush it. Exactly. Always look for the new trade. And you know what? Um, you're trading too big. I mean, you're trading too big. Hit stop loss after hitting first target, which is good. Orlando, hi, any chance to have a performance overview somewhere we had in 2021? Yeah, sure, we're working on that. We're going to have performance overviews for you. Right now, we are up this month, or we were up this month 1.62% with my latest two trades. I think we're back at break even for this month. Thank you. Thank you, Kevin. Oh yeah, thank you, Funny World. I mean, I really don't need motivation, but I appreciate the kind words, mate. I do appreciate the kind words. I'm doing me. I'm doing I'm doing what I do. I trade. I'm trading the way that I've always traded. If you want to follow me, follow my trades, go ahead. If you don't, I really don't care. You know. Uh, but what I can tell you is that I've been doing this for a long time, and I don't hide my losses. I could have easily not go, just cancel this live show because of my Dow loss and because of my Aussie US dollar loss, but I'm not going to do that. Why? Because I would have taken those trades every single time because those setups are profitable long term. So I'm going to tell you what I was looking on the Dow, on my short on the Dow, right? Um, Yeah, I mean, about those trades on the US dollar and the Euro USD that you think that have huge stop losses. Listen, the more, stop losses are taken, or, well, you put your stop losses where the market tells you to put your stop losses, right? Um, if you ever come across a trader that always uses a 20 pip stop loss, run because that is not profitable, right? So, about those, on the US dollar Mexican peso, stop losses are always going to be wide. But if you notice, the risk to reward ratio on that trade is good. It's above 1.5, almost 2%. So, it's a good trade to take also on the Euro US dollar. What you need to look for or what you need to consider is the sizing on your trades, right? Never risk more than 1 or 2% of your account on a single trade. Because if you do, coming back from those losses can be exhausting mentally for new traders. Let's have a look at the chat. Um, I'm a member with you. Have a good day. Thank you. What leverage do you recommend to use? I just joined your VIP, waiting to be added to the group. Hi, Duran. How are you? Well, lev I don't recommend using a ton of leverage, and even if you choose a 1 to 400 leverage, you're never going to use that leverage. Your true leverage is always going to be more around 1 to 25, 1 to 50, if you use correct um, money management. I lost on the recent trades too, but it's okay. I love the signals and most are profitable and appreciate it. I thank you a ton, Jakes. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, I just realized I put too much on that trade. Felt the chills when it hit my stop losses, but trading is not for the faint-hearted, anyways. Exactly. There's a saying that I always go with. If you can't sleep because of an open trade, you are trading just way, way, way too big, right? Taking a loss should really do nothing to you, emotionally or physically. Just, and it's not about learning how to take a loss, being strong and how to take a loss. No, it's about the mindset you're in. For example, I just took two losses in a row, right? So that's about a 2% loss, but I was about 1.69% up. So now I'm down for the month about 0.38. right? So very swingy month for me. About break even for the first 2 weeks, which is fine. Break even stretches happen, but taking those two losses, it's not about being strong. Yeah, I don't care about losses. No, that's the wrong mindset. The correct mindset is, I know that these two setups are profitable long term. So I am going to keep on trading them even if I have taken losses in the past, because the data shows me that on the long term these trades are profitable, and very possibly I'm going to re-jump short on the Dow on this stream. So let me finish up with the chat, and then I'm going to tell you what I was looking at on the Dow, right? Why did I jump short and why I'm thinking about jumping short again. I am a Nigerian and I don't know how to subscribe to your VIP signals, as it doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter. Just you can pay with your credit or debit card, and it will convert your currency to pounds. And also, if you use the promo code VIP21 today, you get 21% off of your VIP subscription. Right. So yesterday I manually stopped my trade after all reached 100% profit. That DS mod is actually doing what you need to do when it comes to VIP signals. You know, you follow the signal, but you manage the trade better than I did. Right? So you made money, I lost money, and I mean, you are one of the best VIP members I have seen in the past couple of weeks. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, mate. Congratulations. I don't know what to tell you. Um, Collins just emailed support. So let me show you what I was looking at here on the Dow. Now this is I'm gonna start with I'm gonna start my analysis with the higher time frames, um, and um, and then I'm going to move forward. Going to move back. I'm going to move back, or going to move down. I'm sorry. I had the hiccups. Towards not a better, to a lower time frame where we are going to take a trade, or at least I am. So here's the deal, right? The Dow is, well, I hate this. This is way too thick, right? And I'm gonna use this yellow roof. So the Dow, this is what I'm looking at on the daily. Just have a look at this. This is a massive key level that the Dow is trading, right? So I'm looking at this on the daily and the Dow bouncing from these lows. But what I was looking at earlier was this, the Dow rejecting the previous broken lows, right? So uh, I'm going to draw this on all of my charts. This is the daily chart. Just wait a minute. Right, so this is what I was looking at, right? On the Dow. The Dow breaking with these lows right here and rejecting these lows today. Now this is the daily. Let's go to the 4-hour chart, right? Hold on. I'm gonna go to the 4-hour chart right here. So this is the same level. The yellow line is the same level. The yellow line is the same level as I was pointing out on the daily chart, and as you can see, price is still very much trading to the downside. This is very much a bearish market. Now this is the hourly chart, and what I was looking at, actually I'm going to show you the 50-minute chart because I took that trade on a very low time frame. So I was looking at this. This moved to the downside right here happened during inflation numbers, right? So inflation is really high in the United States, and yeah, inflation is really, really high in the U.S. And because the inflation numbers came out really high, I mean, we can look at them here. Consumer price index month over month, 0.6% versus 0.3% the previous month. And consumer price index, this is X food. Let's have a look at consumer price index overall, 0.3%. Consumer price index year over year, 8.3%. So, so that hold on. So that pointed or brought a very, very bearish move on equities and a very, very bullish move on the US dollar. Why? Right? The US dollar just came up swinging during inflation numbers, right? Now, this is why also someone had a question about wide stop losses on Olympus trades, and that was a great decision by him because those trades were US dollar longs, and as you can see, after the initial move to the upside on inflation, high inflation, well, during the open, price came down, but now buyers are picking up price again. We are very much long biased um, the USD, right? So, what I was looking at is this, right? Inflation or prices on equities more so on the on the Dow dropping during inflation data, then buyers jumping in, right? So I took a short here at the retest, retest of the previous lows right here. This is the candle that triggered me in, right? And my stop losses were above the daily highs. These were the previous daily highs. Shit. I don't want to miss this short on the Dow. So let me see 5-minute chart. Yes, I'm going to take a short on the Dow as we speak. Here it is. Right. Okay, so I'm going to put on a sell stop right below these lows and my stop losses above these highs, right? So I'm going to take a 0.2 sell stop at the 32,357, 0.02 right here. Well, I'm gonna actually take it a little lower, 0. At the 32,335, the 335, right? A new order, pending order, sell stop. And I'm going to explain my thought process on why I'm jumping in back short on the Dow. I'm actually going to take it very much lower. I need the break of the structure, so I'm going to take it here, right? At the 32, 258. I need the break of the structure, right? I don't want to be trapped in again. And this is a much higher. So stop here. So much higher time frame. Oh no, this is a 5-minute chart, so it's the same time frame that I took on the previous trade. I'm gonna go through my thought process on the previous trade, and this is a very nice it should be a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. So it's at 32 to 58. Stop losses should be above the highs. I'm gonna show you here on the actual chart. So I'm going to take my stop losses above the daily highs right here. These are the daily highs, all right, the highs that the Dow just printed. So just above the 32,600 level. Because I'm using a sell stop, 32,600 level should be all right. 32,600 level. And I'm going to take my targets, the same targets that I used for the previous trade. Where is it? So my first target would be here at the previous day's lows, or around the 31,900 level. So I'm going to divide this trade in two, right? 0.01. And very possibly, I mean, there's a possibility that I'm not going to get triggered. But there's a possibility that I will. So, entry 32, 258. Stop loss at 32, 600. TP 31, 890. 31, 890. Right here, place. So this is my first trade. My first targets are at the previous day's lows. So I'm risking here um, a little more than 0.6%, and I am going to divide this trade in two, sell stop, and my other or the second part, or my second target, will be boom, 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 boom at 31,650, right? 31,650. So it really doesn't matter if I got stopped out. So this is what my trade looks like, right? On the hourly. Um, uh, Almost a one-to-one. Actually, I am going to put that at today's lows, just above today's lows, 31,920. I'll do 31,920. Just because I want to get filled on that possible 31,20, boom, and then a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio to second targets, right? Second targets are at the ADR lows. So let me just, my friends, this is looking very good. This is looking very good. I'm just going to send this to my VIPs. You know, this is what I do, and I'm going to explain to you guys here, or to all of you that are um, on my stream. Um, yeah, anyone that is on my stream, anyone that is here on my show, I am going to explain to you my thought process on this trade. Let me just send this to my VIPs. This is nope. Boom boom. Your VIP trade. Re okay. Use 30. Sell stop. Hold on. I'm just you know, my VIP group is my priority, not this live show, so you're going to have to wait to 32 to 58, possibly stop loss at 32,600, 32,600, TP1. Again, if you want to join the VIP group, and if you use the code VIP21, you will get 21% off your subscription today. So that's code. The code is VIP 21 TP2 32 31,600 31,650 482R on the last part. 2R. Cool beans. All right, so here we go. Now, I have a few questions on the chat, so why don't we go ahead and look at them. Right. Really want to join the VIP? My bank in South Africa keeps blocking the transaction. Is there another way to set up the subscription fee? Listen, let's have a look at that. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I should, right? I know you can pay with a credit card because we use Stripe as our payment processor. All right, so here we go. But I do believe that we have other options. So let's have a look. Here we go. Right, so this is our page. You know, the link is below the video. And yeah, I mean, it's only 16 pounds per month if you buy the biannually, the 6 month. It's only 95 pounds per 6 months. This plan is amazing. Um, all right, so it has been added to my card. And right here, if you use the coupon, where do you put the coupon? Where the coupon? The coupon. Yes, I have a coupon. Click here to enter your coupon. And if you put on VIP21, apply coupon. Coupon is applied. then you are only going to pay 75 pounds for 6 months of you know our VIP subscription. This deal cannot be any better. Guaranteed safe checkout. I think that right now we only have credit card available. I will get back to you for the rest, but I mean, this is a real good offer that we have right now. It's up to you if you want to take it. Right. Uh, can you share average monthly gain in 2021? Sure, I'll share that on the groups. I've opened up a trade with your link, but I'm having difficulty finding it. I hope it will be added to all the groups when I have succeeded. Yes, of course, mate. When you succeed with funding your account, you will be added to the groups. Hill Tech says gold. What about gold? You know, what about gold? Listen, I know I don't know if you're new here, but if you just put on the chat gold, I'm not gonna do anything. Why don't you tell me what you're looking at? First of all, I am not your personal technical analyst. Secondly, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So why don't you go ahead and tell me what you're looking at? Maybe we can have a discussion about that market. But first of all, let me go ahead and share my thoughts on this Dow trade. Why I keep on shorting the Dow. Now, inflation is really high in the United States, right? Everyone agrees that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the reason is because I am using a zero point 0.2 lot, right? 0.2 0.02 lot, and I have two TPs. So if you look at my overall risk here on 0.01 lot is $34. This account is only 4,500, so that's a 1.5% risk on the entire trade, right? It's fine. I never risk more than 2%. If for example this trade would have not let me take, or if this setup would have not let me take a 1.5 percent risk, I wouldn't have taken it. Right, so inflation is very high in the United States. We can all agree on that. And this trade is inflation based. Why is this trade inflation based? Because of what the Federal Reserve has to do facing inflation, right? Technically speaking, this market is extremely bearish. And technically speaking, we are still trading below very important lows. So these are February lows, right? These are March lows, right? And these are April lows, right? So we are trading below very important lows in this market. Sentiment is still very much bearish from the highs, from all-time highs. And the main reason is it new trade safe or not? Listen, Parakash, you shouldn't be trading, mate. You should definitely not be trading. My recommendation is that you stop doing this right now. That mindset is going to fuck you up. You're not ready for this, right? That question just, oh my God, that is such a rookie question. So inflation is really high. Inflation is really high, so what the Fed has to do to fight inflation is hike rates, right? And if you look at the daily chart on most of, you know, U.S. equities, after that decline during the pandemic, right? We saw a super bullish market. To me and to most of analysts, this market is extremely weak. This bullish market is extremely weak because this rally is created um, by liquidity injection, right? By the big ass round quantity, the big round of QE that we saw from all central banks. Let me show you a balance sheet. Oh boy. So I need the United States Central Bank balance sheet, and this is what the US Central Bank balance sheet looks like from the pandemic lows until today. This is a massive injection of liquidity, right, that we have seen from from since the pandemic hit the world. Um, More than half of the US dollars in circulation have been created during these 2 years. So now that because of this inflation, because of this injection of liquidity into the economy to support a massive crash during the pandemic, right? That was necessary. That was necessary. Now we are seeing the effects, and one of the effects is very high inflation. Now, because this problem was created by liquidity, the solution is, of course, pulling the plug on said liquidity. Now, and that is how the Federal Reserve or central banks are going to act to fight this inflation. Right now that the economy has, risen above lockdowns, etc. Now that we are over with the pandemic, the economy doesn't need this injection of liquidity anymore. More so because of the high inflation it has created. So, um, the central banks, and in this case, the Federal Reserve, is going to start hiking interest rates, and shutting down their asset purchasing program, right? That's how the central banks inject liquidity. They buy national debt or government bonds from commercial banks. Why? Because one of the main ingredients for depression is the lack of access to credit. Why? Because everybody lives beyond their means. Everybody lives on credit. So during the pandemic era, right, banks shut down this access to credit, right? So everybody was fucked, really, and that can yield a very depressed economy in the midterm. So that's why central banks starting to pump up liquidity, and the way that they do is they buy government bonds or national debt from commercial banks to inject said liquidity into the banking system, so that banks have uh, you know f- almost free money to lend, right? That's how QE works. Now that this is not necessary, right, and more importantly, uh, 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 access to credit from businesses, right? It's important also for consumers, but more importantly, for businesses. So now that this is not needed anymore, right? This bullish market created by this liquidity injection is going to, in my mind, stop, right? So I am really just looking for shorts at the moment on these markets. Oh, I asked the support to the statistics of your result last year, but no answer. I don't have statistics for last year. We're working on this year, lead of deck, if you're not happy with it, well, okay, that's fine with me. But I don't have that, and I'm not gonna do that because that's a lot of work, and um, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So these, central banks stopping this or starting to shut down this round of QE is going to affect terribly this created bullish market, right? That's why I'm looking for shorts, and more so technically speaking, because of the levels that the Dow is trading at the moment. This is extremely bearish for me, right? And today's inflation data just showed that the highest probability trade is to the downside. Yeah, I mean, DC just I mean, I'm sorry, lead off tech, but that's I mean, I have a ton of work on my hands, and just uh, I mean, you can subscribe to the VIP group, or here you can just read the comments above. You can see uh, you know, um, the feedback from our customers. You can go on Trustpilot and just have a look at the feedback there. I mean, we work really hard I mean, to to deliver the best possible uh, product that we can, right? So that's my thought process on the Dow, guys. I got stopped out, yeah, on my previous Dow shorts right here. This is the candle that triggered me, right? I'm gonna share with you actually how I traded that one. So price had come back up to test the previous broken lows, right? They were rejecting the previous broken lows. I put on my sell stops here. This candle triggered me in. My stop losses were above the daily highs and I got stopped out, right? That's fine, right? I'm still looking for shorts on the Dow. And right now, my entry or my sell stops are below the structured lows right here. It looks like I'm going to be triggered in. And should the Dow break with the structured lows, this market will possibly melt. I don't know what's going to happen. No one knows. I mean, I don't fucking know what's going to happen. This is an auction between buyers and sellers, right? Um, um, the only way to make money here long term is to understand that you need to find an edge, right? And my edge is in database decisions, right? Um, so basically, getting stopped out here, yeah, there's a few things that I might have done a little better, but on my previous trade, right, but uh, that is already taken into consideration on my second one. But I'm not gonna turn my bias into a bullish bias just because I got stopped out of a short position. I am going to look for further short positions. Actually, um, you can always jump back in on your trade idea. The uh, the only thing is that you have to jump out, right? And that is another quote that I live by. Respect your stop losses, respect your trade idea. If you get stopped out, that's fine. That's fine because probably you will get another chance at your trade idea right after. Okay, so getting stopped out is really not that bad, right? Taking a loss is really not that bad. If you understand how to take a loss, um, yeah, I mean, and if you understand that it comes with the territory, you know, it's fine. Um, yeah, that's completely fine. Right, so I'm okay with. I mean, this is the way that I trade, guys. I mean, if it doesn't click with you, that's okay. I'm not trying to push this product onto your throats blindly. I'm trying to explain my thought process to you so you understand the way that I trade. And if it clicks with you, more power to you and come in and join our VIP gang. If not, that's fine. You should be with a group where you feel comfortable with the way that they trade. Not everybody has the same trading style, and nobody. And for example, I'm never going to understand, scalpers, very short-term traders, right? Um, I don't. I mean, during my upcoming in this world, I try to I'm going to answer your question right now, DC. Actually, without, uh, well, I tried several things, right? I even tried scalping the stock market. I never made one single dollar scalping the stock market. That's not for me. So the way that I use, I mean, I the way that I trade is I don't use just one strategy, right? I trade two. I trade mainly two strategies. The one strategy that I trade is called the F1 strategy. Will be available for everybody next week. And if you subscribe to my VIP group today, you will be entering a raffle where you can get a 60% discount on that strategy. So the F1 strategy is this one right here. This is what the F strategy looks like. I'm not going to go through that strategy because, yeah, because it's not yet launched. But this that is a day trading strategy. That strategy, what that strategy trades is a trend continuation from the past 2 days, right? On the break of the previous day's range, targeting daily ranges, right? It's very powerful. I mean, you can ask around here in the chat if there's any VIP traders out there mm, that have seen the F1 in action. Uh, Feel free to comment on the chat. And the other one is a more of a swing trade strategy, right? Right now, I am flat on swing trades because most of my swing trades are buys. It's a buy uh, biased, right, strategy. Um, and right now we are in decline on most trades. So on the swing trade side, I am looking. Let me show you a couple of levels that I'm looking for on the swing trade side. And there's a separate group. There is a separate swing trading group where I share all of my swing trades. You can have it right here and 50 pounds per month. You know, yeah, I mean, don't expect to have uh, signals every single day. That's not how swing trading works. Sometimes it will be 1 week without any signals there, but those signals can yield up. I mean, they have yield up to 2,000 pips, so it's very powerful. But let me share some levels that I'm looking at on the swing trade side of things because yeah, because people, I mean, traders might get a little bit overwhelmed without being in the market, which is fine for me, right? So the S&P 500, this is one of the levels that I'm looking on the spools. Well, this is not the spools. The spools is the mini S&P 500, right? But whatever. Right, this is the level that I'm looking for buys on the spools. So I know that I am looking for shorts on the Dow, but those shorts are very short term, right? Even though we are hitting this level, these big levels, right, on the S&P 500, no free trade, no free trade this week still. Sorry, mate. Stop looking for free things. And you should invest in your trading education. So even the Dow shorts are a very short-term trade, day trade, right? And These levels, I'm sorry, mates. These levels that I'm showing you are the levels that I'm looking at for possible swing trades. So here's the daily chart, of course, and here is the 4-hour chart. I'm gonna go to the 8-hour chart. So 8-hour chart. And this is the reason that I haven't still sent a swing trade on the S&P 500. The yellow dotted lines are the previous month's highs and lows, and price is just trading below this massive zone. Let me show you the zone that I'm looking at. This massive area. This massive area was the zone that I actually took a long on the S&P 500 after this candle, this rejection 8-hour candle. I took a long here that eventually got stopped out of break even, right? Now, now that price is trading below this zone, I am not interested in buying, right? I'm not interested in buying yet. Of course, it's very possible. I hate talking with certainties, so I'm always talking on probabilities. That's the way to think. That's the way you need to think in this game. Of course, it's very extremely possible that price is going to pick back up, and we're going to look at the next bull market. But the probability of success of buy trades or long trades below this zone is lower than the probability of success of long trades above this zone, right? So, whilst price is trading below this area, I'm not interested in buys, right? I'm more interested in selling dips on the short term like I'm doing on the Dow, like this one right here, okay? So that's what I'm looking at. But the way that or the way that I'm planning my next swing trade on the S&P 500 is this, right? Um, Let me show you. And this is a very cool bars pattern. So let's have a look at these. Hold on, where was it? Fuck it, this one. Right, so if I see something like this, right, from these highs right here, price just breaking above my zone, retesting that zone, this is very possibly where I will take my next swing trade right here, which stops below these lows, targeting, of course, the next key zone, which would be this 3-month high zone. Oh boy, hold on. This 3-month high zone would be my first target, and that, my friends, would yield. I'm gonna show you a long position on this possible breakout right here, with stops below the structure lows, targeting this. That is a nice 1 to 4.5 risk to reward ratio, taking of course profit again at all-time highs for a 7R and letting the rest of it ride. That's my swing trade strategy, right? If this plays out, that is going to be very profitable, right? So, and I don't know why Terra crashed. I don't do crypto. Sorry, my friend, I really don't do crypto. So if you want to be part, if you want to be part of all of our groups, we have an offer for you guys too. You can open an account with one of our trading partners right here. Where the fuck is this? Hold on. Here. If you use this link, hold on. Copy link. If you use this link, the one that I'm sending on the chat, and you deposit, you have to use that link. Hold on. You have to use that link. That'll And the reason that, I mean, you have to use that link, I mean, I'm not gonna, I mean, we don't hide anything. We're as transparent as you can. And the minimum deposit is $250. And you trade that account, you're going to get access to all of our groups. Here you go. This is the offer. Right. So, you get access to the Forex VIP group, to the Crypto VIP group, to the Swing VIP group, and the Forex course by opening an account with 8 cap and with that link and depositing $250. Then you just send your, I mean, you just send your uh, a screenshot of your deposit to the support team, and you will be added to all of our groups. You know, and all right, and the reason that we offer this is because we get a commission from referring you to our broker partner, right? So that commission pays for your subscriptions, and that's the way it works, right? That is the way it works. I don't know why I would ever try to hide this, but if you want to be part of all of our groups, that's the way to do it. The link is there. It's only $250 deposit, and yeah, you can trade our signals, our swing trading signals, or crypto signals, because 8cap has a long list of crypto assets. Let me show you. All right. Let me just show you here. Right, I didn't get triggered. Also the thing about why I use stop orders and why I need. I don't care. I mean, I'm never going to be the first one of the trade, but I'm going to be the most secure one because I always wait for the structure of the market to break in my direction. So here's the entire list of crypto you can trade on 8cap. It's a long list of crypto. This is the entire list of crypto. I don't understand the half of them, but Aziz, our crypto trader, does. And yeah, um, that's another way to get our VIP content. So any more questions, guys? Again, let me go back to the DAO. So, this is my, hold on. This is what my trade, this is my trade idea right here. Boom and boom. Um, 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio. Here, so if price breaks again with the daily highs, I'm going to delete this order, right? I haven't been triggered yet. My stop losses, my sell stops are below these two lows. Haven't been triggered yet, but if price rallies and breaks with today's lows, I will be deleting that order. And if I get triggered, I will, manage it very, very aggressively. And if you want to trade, I'm sorry. If you want that trade management, just join the VIP group, right? Let's have a look at gold and what gold is doing. I know everybody loves to trade gold. So gold, friends. All right, so here it is. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so you might get a freebie on a swing trading sim. Let's have a look. Let's have a look of what we have here. Let's have a look. So here is one key level, friends. Now, all right. So no, we're not swing trading gold just yet. This is my buy or sell zone. This is my bull bear. Right, text. My bull bear frontier. I don't know what you want to call it. Bull bear. Um, um, yeah, bull bear line, whatever. Bull bear. Right, anything below this line is bearish to me. Anything above is bullish. So we are trading below this line. So here's the line of all of my charts. Now, Hold on. Ah, something just bit me in my back. I don't know, bug or something. So, now that we have this here, let's have a look. This is the 8-hour chart. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Maybe we can get something going on here. So this is the no trade zone. No, actually, there's nothing at all here. There's nothing, 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 nothing. Right, so there's nothing in gold still. So what I'm waiting for, right? Again, I'm just waiting for price to come above that bull bear line or above the 1870 level or so, right here. This, in fact, can be the biggest bear trap of all time. Well, not of all time, but this can actually be a very big bear trap should price just break with these highs, right? If price breaks with that bull bear level and then comes back here, this is where I will look for very good longs on gold on the long term, right? This trade might yield, boy, this would yield, in fact, for first targets, 6R for first target. Shit. Right, so this is, I'm sorry about that. Someone apparently is dying near me. I wish nobody no ill, but what can you do? I know that you cannot hear that the sirens because I run these shows with a noise canceling app, but it was very loud. So that's my idea in gold, right? Yeah. There's a ton of levels here to the downside that I mean price is just rejecting if you look at this right here. So this is untradeable zones for me, these three lines right here. This is untradeable range in the long term, right? I'm not saying anything about the short term. I'm talking about levels from where I would look for swing trades, right? More so because we are also inside of a very structured bearish move. Shit, bearish move right here. Extend right. We are very, very bearish at the moment in this market, with deep pullbacks, that is, yeah, but still very much bearish. This structure screams sales, right? But I'm done selling. I'm done selling gold, more so because of high inflation. Safe havens tend to rise, or prices of safe havens tend to rise in tough times. Why? Because, and that's the other reason that these possible shorts. Well, I'm about to delete those orders. These possible shorts on U.S. equities were active on my side, right? Because of money moving from um, riskier investments into safe havens. Now, having said that, there's still not a buy signal for me. What I'm looking for again is some kind of a break here, break of the bull bear line, break of the midterm bearish structure, a rejection on this side for me to look for long-term or midterm buys, right? That will be shared on the swing trading VIP group, right? So that's gold. Gold is kind of hot. I'm not gonna tag it yet. Oil. There's nothing to do for me in crude oil on the long term, that is. Can you please confirm about the broker AvaTrade? Yeah, also. Yeah, sure. You can also, hold on. You can also use AvaTrade and yeah, I'm gonna, boomba. And for traders on the US, we have Longhorn available, right? So let me just share those links with you. AvaTrade, control copy link. Here's AvaTrade. And if you are Ava partner, and if you are out of the US, my friends, you can use Longhorn as our partner broker to get that. to get that offer. Yeah, but I'm not. Okay, so US 30 about to hit stop loss. Yeah, that's fine. I am not in that trade yet. As you can see, my sell stop didn't get triggered. I told you, everybody, where I was putting on my sell stop. My sell stop hasn't been triggered. If price breaks with the daily highs, I'm going to delete that order without any scars. If you jumped in, that's on you. Right? What else? The yen. Nothing to do. I don't know. So if you have any more questions, guys, I'm gonna stay online for a couple of minutes. If you don't, then I'm gonna make myself a cup of coffee because I am a little tired. As you know, because of my geolocation, I always start my day around 2 a.m. Um, yeah, I mean, I can't be waking up at 7 a.m. my time because that'll be 8 a.m. New York, and I would have missed the entire London session. And what I trade mostly is currency, so I have to be up by London Open every day, which is fine. So, if you have a question, here I am. And if you don't, guys, again, I mean, just a couple of advices on how to build a strong mindset, right? Yeah, I mean, first of all, guys, always think, based on data, right? Always think based on probabilities. The first thing you need to understand when placing a trade is that there is a probability that you're going to lose money. You have to be okay with that. Because if you're not okay with that, this is not for you, right? Asking that if a trade is safe or not, what the fuck is that? No trade is safe. No trade is 100% guaranteed, right? You need to understand that. Second, if you cannot stop looking at your MT4 app on your phone because you have an open trade, you are trading way too big. You need to develop a detachment from money. Think about the money in your trading account as a way to keep score. That's it. Don't think about it as money. Because if you think about it as money, you will be trading with scare money. Scare money always loses, mates. Scare money always fucking loses. And you're going to lose your mind also. Now, after that, trade only with money that you can afford to lose. That is so. I know that you hear that every single time, but please don't trade with money that you need to pay your bills with because there's a probability that you're going to lose that money. More so if you are using that money because you need money. Never trade because you need money, right? The only way to be a successful professional trader is to trade with a money detachment. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but it's the way it goes, right? You have to detach yourself from the value of money because if you keep putting value on your open P&L, in the sense that if you keep looking at your open P&L and you keep on looking at shit, that for me that is a uh, monthly car payment. For me, that's I don't know, my rent, or if you keep putting value on the money that you have not made yet, that's going to take you to a very tough, mentally unstable um, room You- and you're going to just make bad trading decisions. Three, work on your habits. Work on self-discipline, right? Outside trading. If you want to be profitable long-term trading, self-discipline is the motherfucking key. There's no way around it. You have to be the most self-disciplined guy in the room always. So start small. Start small. Make deals with yourself. Sign contracts with yourself. You know, small contracts. Start with small contracts. Start with I'm going to wake up every morning and do 10 push-ups or whatever, right? If you like to meditate, also meditate, please. But do these small contracts. Like, I'm going to do my bed right after I wake up and sign that fucking contract. Once that contract is signed, there's no turning back, right? There's no turning back. Start with that. Build that automatic self-discipline in you. Because when you are in a trade or when taking trades, self-discipline is what's going to stop you from really hurting your trading account. Three, meditate. Be okay with yourself. Meditate. I know that for some of you that's going to sound like juju, but meditation doesn't have to be Buddhist meditation. Doesn't have to be Hindu meditation. No, there's a ton of breathing exercises that you can do after you wake up that's going to put you on a very good mentally place, right? Also, take care of your fucking body. Eat well. Make that contract with yourself. Sign that fucking contract. Eat well, right? Exercise. Without, uh, and I'm speaking from experience, right? Um, I am a, I have diabetes, right? I'm young. I'm 40 years old. I just turned 40, but I do have diabetes. So I have to have self-discipline when it comes to what I put in my body, right? I don't eat sugar at all. I try not to eat gluten. Gluten really fucks me up, you know. But and if I'm not disciplined to to if I'm not disciplined to stop me from eating candy or whatever, how am I going to be disciplined enough to make money long-term trading? So everything comes, everything. I mean, this is not just about trading or clicking the buy and sell button. This is an entire lifestyle, right? You have to be the most disciplined guy in the room always, with everything that you do. Think about think every. I mean, read about Stoicism. Be stoic. If you don't know, Stoicism is a Greek philosophy, and what this philosopher says is that you need to focus on what you can control, and you need to let go of what you cannot control. That's the way to look on the markets. There's so many things that you cannot control, right? That if you let those things that you cannot control push your buttons, then you're not going to, I mean, you're going to be reactive and you're going to make emotion based decisions, which is going to eventually make you lose money. So figure out what you cannot control, let that shit go, and focus on what you can control and work on what you can control. That's where the edge comes when trading, right? Uh, yeah, just to finish off this little rant about mindset, which I think is very important, right? Start by signing those contracts with yourself. Mamba mentality, right? I wish you all a great day. I wish you all a great end of the week. if you are willing to take a bet with us and come to the VIP side, the link is below this video. Um, and if you use the code VIP21, then you get a 21% discount. Again, thank you for joining me. Let's have a last look at the Dow. Yeah, I didn't get stopped out. The Dow didn't break with the daily highs. I'm still waiting for either one of those. Now that I have placed my sell stops, what happens? I mean, what happens, happens. It is what it is. It sounds stupid to say that, but it really is. It is what it is. Why? Because I already made my decision. The trade is placed. So there's two outcomes. One outcome is price makes a new daily high. I delete that order, and that's it. Self-discipline. I get price breaks with the daily structure or the immediate structure. I get triggered. Now I'm going to be on trade management support, right? That's just how it is. I can't control where price is going to go. I cannot control that. I don't fucking know what's going to happen, right? I have two possible outcomes, and I place my trade on the highest probability side of the market. That's it. That's the only things I can control. So think about what I just said. Shoot me a message via support if you like what you heard. Um, if you want to join the VIP group, you know what to do. And I'll see you guys on my next show. I'll try to do this on um, on a daily basis, but I don't think I will. Yeah, sure, I will. Fuck it. You can always rewatch the shows. The link is public. And again, I wish you all the best, guys. Trade safe, please. If you are just starting out, do not place a ton of money at risk. Don't try to turn $500 into $500,000. That is never going to fucking happen, right? That's never going to happen. I mean, yes, it is possible to grow a small account into a big account, right? But the way to do it is, one, you have to know what you're doing. Two is to every single month deposit more money into that account. Why? Because your gains or the account or the growth of your account compounded with the new deposit is going to allow you to trade bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. That's the only way that you're going to grow an account over time, right? Thank you, Kevin. Stay safe. You too. Cheers.